Welcome back, one and all folks, to Let's Play Doom 64 Retribution version 1.5 as played on the GZDoom engine on the Doomslayer difficulty. I am the Wolfarok and we have at last arrived to the official final secret map, the final artifact, map 31, In the Void. Oh boy, let's go. We start out immediately under attack. 4 Hell Knights and a Baron of Hell. I like to start out with just killing the Hell Knights, and then we'll attack the Baron with the rocket launcher, and we have indeed woken up the first Pain Elemental. Of 9 of them to be precise. We start with 4 on the map initially. 5 more will spawn in at a later point, you'll see when. For now, I have absolutely no tolerance for Pain Elementals. So each and every one of them will die to the Unmaker. There's Hell Knights behind this door. We'll just go ahead and... There's the second Pain Elemental. I think we can just go with the Super Shotgun now. The third one will be way off in the distance. Now, describing the map, it's pretty much a set of islands, if you will, connected by teleporters. This is the first main starting island. Before we go any further down that hallway, let's detour to this area momentarily and take out the Mancubi. We'll be grabbing the yellow keycard here much later, but I figure get the Mancubi out of the way first so that we can grab the yellow key. Peace! If your health does drop below 100, then it's no big deal. We do have a Soul Sphere coming up. Anyway, let's go down this island. The third Pain Elemental is off in the distance over there somewhere, so expect some skulls shortly. But we'll just take out... No. We'll just kill these skulls and then wait for the Pain Elemental to drift over, while dodging those fireballs like raindrops. There he is. Now we'll just grab the rocket launcher out. We've got enough rockets for this. We'll just wait for a couple of them to come over that way by the gate, and we can now step into this second island where the exit is. So we'll name that the Exit Island. Now we'll step onto the third island through this teleporter. Just be mindful of the lost souls along the way. We have a Baron around this corner. And then 2 more guarding the red key. One more has spawned in response to the red key. And we don't have to go down this way just yet, but I'm going to because the Soul Sphere is there. Also, there's the 4th Pain Elemental just around the corner. Sucked in. Oh, he's still alive. There we go. And several more Lost Souls are floating around in this room. Not to mention we need all the plasma we can get for more Pain Elementals because, as you can see, I'm using the Unmaker on them because I have absolutely no tolerance for them on this map. Now we have the final artifact here, and the blue switch as well. Now, the switch will pop up here later, but it doesn't simply lower down the pillar. There's a lot more to it than that. I'll explain that when we come back. For now, we need to go back to the main island through this teleport, of course, while watching out for some Hell Knights that have spawned in response. That was quite the lucky telefrag there. Yeah, in response to things that you do around this map, more monsters usually spawn in on various islands. I don't I honestly don't entirely remember properly what spawns where when things happen. We're just going to kind of wing that. But we'll open up this red door and just shotgun the Baron in here. Actually, there's two of them, so that warrants the rocket launcher. Looks like the door stays open, that's good. And I think we're spawning onto a whole new island through this gate. Yes. And Mancubi have spawned in. Whoops. There's the blue key. I assume you will know where I'm taking this back to. Now, see that little texture on the floor there? That's actually a step. And you'll notice... Actually... Yes, you'll notice a long, transparent, wooden passage down that end. There's nothing down there for the time being. But there will be soon enough. For now, we're just stepping off this island. Things have probably spawned in along the way. Yep. Barons have spawned into the starting area. So we'll just give them a healthy dose of rockets as normal. Is there anyone else in the... Yes, there's another Baron. But we are running out of rockets. No big deal. When we reach the next map, we'll get rockets ahoy. But for now, we need to go back down this island. And then through the exit island. And then down this way. To push this button by these two blue columns. Which has raised up some steps on the main starting island, which is necessary for grabbing the yellow key. Looks like nothing spawned in response for the time being. That's fine. Steps will have raised up. Right here, where we killed that Baron. And now... theoretically, we could just leave. Nothing's spawned in by the looks of it. So, you push this switch with the yellow key in hand. It lowers that barrier. And you'll be like, oh, cool, an exit. I'm done with this map, hurrah! Or are you? You saw that, I assume. That isn't just some dramatic effect in response to heading towards the exit. Something's actually happened. You remember that I mentioned a texture on the floor that I pointed out was also a step? Well, if you head back to where that blue switch was, this switch is also now popped up in front of this artifact. Now what happens is, because I'm going to do this all in one swift motion, so I'll explain beforehand. When you hit the switch, this artifact despawns. It respawns elsewhere in the map. If you remember where we picked up the blue key, that's where it spawned. So now we have to hurry-curry as soon as we press that switch. So just through this gate. Through this gate. Just keep going straight. And then through the red door. And then over the step. Down the corridor. A secret has been revealed. The one and only secret in this entire map. But now it's at a cost. Okay, so I won't have time to just completely narrate it properly along the way. 5 pain elementals have spawned. First one is right here. 2 are right behind you as you step out of the gate. And where are the last two? One's right here. One's on this island at the exit. So that's all 5 pain elementals dead. And now it's a matter of just hunting down the souls without being spooked. And if you're doubtful as to whether you've killed all the souls or not, just go back to the main island. Some of them tend to get stuck there. Okay, I just need to do a quick peek. Nope, 2 souls are still missing. And I think I know where. If you're not sure if you killed all the lost souls, then chances are, yeah, the last 2 are here. Because I didn't kill them outright after I killed the pain elemental. But yeah, we now have all 3 artifacts. This is the last secret level. Let's go. That's probably all the med kits, all the stim packs. It might not be, but even if I was down at 2 health. But even if I was down at like 2 health, I can pull myself back from the brink in the next map, as I've done so before. Holy moly, what to say about this map though? It's... I guess I probably made it look fairly easy here. I've got some decent stats for the next map, even though they're not 100%. You know, 200, 200. But it's probably my best effort yet. But man, this map is tough, I'm not gonna lie. The first few times I'd ever played this map, over the last couple of years on Twitch, this map used to kick my ass. And I can't imagine just how especially rough it must be on the actual console hardware experience. I'm sure someone's done it though. So, it consists of, I want to say, 4 islands at the least. I didn't count. But there's the main island, there's the exit island, and then there's, I guess, the 2 islands that hold the blue and the red key each. So, it's basically a series of floating islands in the sky. Like I said, it's pretty much just a very isolated map that feels like it's put well and away truly from the civilized areas of hell. And starting first off, before you get the artifact, it's fairly tough. But, you know, you can see the islands, at least a couple of the islands around you, so you know where the enemies are before you set foot. And then it makes it tougher by spawning more enemies into those islands as you pick up keys and go about your business. But it's not all that entirely difficult, aside from the pain elementals. But, you know, pain elementals from Doom 64, of course. It's when you grab the artifact that it becomes at its most dangerous, because when you don't know where the pain elementals are to start off with initially, and they're spawning all those skulls at you and taking you by surprise, it can kill you pretty quickly. I managed to do as well as I did because I've started to learn where the locations are for the pain elementals after you pick up the artifact. You know, you get the first one right in front of you to start off with, you just got to put him down quickly, and then when you step out of the gate, 2 more are behind you. And then when you step through that gate, that's where the next pain elemental is, and then the final one is past that gate onto the exit island. So if you keep those key locations in mind, you can put them down pretty quickly with the Unmaker and survive relatively intact. But it's a very clever map in that sense. There's only so many enemies, but they can kick your ass and put you down in a hurry if you don't know where they are and what you're doing. This is absolutely one of my top 10 favourite maps in all of Doom 64. I'd really need to think about this and compile a list of what my ultimate 10 favourite maps would have to be. Anyway, that's in the Void. That is the last secret map. It's pretty much a straight shoot to the exit at this point. See you guys in the Spiral.